You gotta fight people via emails. Hello, my invoice is due. Do you know how many emails this year I've had to send to people? I've had to cuss out because they've not been paying my invoices on time. This is stress that I do not need. Hello, darlings. Welcome to the very first episode of my brand new show, AM to PM. Please, someone call Christina Mignon. Do me a favor. Call her and tell her I want the vocals. But yes, welcome to the show. I am very excited to be back on the internet, the interwebs, talking to the peoples and doing what I do best, which is just being fabulous and a nuisance to society. But this show is very, very special because we will be deep diving into the successes and the struggles and the naughty and the nice and the pretty and the ugly of everyday life. And you know, I am in the streets, right? You know that I am a woman that spends a lot of time outside doing what she does. And there are a thing or two that I could share with the world. There are a lot of things that go on in modern day life, especially as a Black woman in today's society. There's a lot that we have to talk about. So get in, loser, we're going for a ride. Today we are kicking off with something that I'm dealing with currently in my life, and that is getting my shit together. Getting my shit together. Get my shit together. Time to get my shit together. Today will be a better day. But no, we have to do this for real this time. Do you know why? Because I'm sick of myself. I'm absolutely sick of myself. Why? Because I'm just floating through life. I'm just going with the wind and the vibes, and I'm not getting anything done. I am getting things done, but I'm not exactly satisfied with my quality of life. So I'm trying to get my ish together. You know that song, what's that Taylor Swift song? It's me, hi, I'm the problem, it's me. That song is about me. She wrote that song. She wrote the song for herself, but she wrote it for me too, because I am the problem. All the problems in my life come back to me. And for my lack of consistency, and just doing the things that I'm supposed to be doing, you know? I've been sitting around doing niche when I should be outside making moves.
While you were sitting around, waiting, doing niche, I was out making moves.
What a way to start off the episode. But I do it to myself. I think I'm great, and I think I work very, very hard, and I've got loads of amazing qualities, but there are so many things that I could be doing better in this life. And if I'm going to get dragged on the internet, like if I'm going to put myself out there and come on the internet and talk about my life, there is only one person who can drag me, and that's me. None of you lot are going to drag me on this internet. I'm going to drag myself first, because I know that I'm a piece of ish. Okay? But I'm a lovely piece of ish, and I'm trying to do better in this life. So that is why we are here today. What really spurred this topic was, or like me just even doing AM to PM, is because like I've recently just hit a milestone in life. I've just turned 29. You know, on Instagram people are like, I'm not sure if 20 fine is 25 or 29. It's 29, because at 25 you're not fine. You're not fine at 25. You're just getting on by. You're just discovering yourself. Like your frontal lobe has just fully developed. You're not fine. But at 29, I do feel very 25. I do feel fantastic, if I do say so myself. But there are a lot of things that could be better. And after every birthday, or before every birthday, I analyze my life and I look back at my achievements. I look at, my friendships and just where I am currently in comparison to the year before. And I feel like I've had a 28 was pretty darn good. It was successful. I mean, despite going through a breakup, like losing my grandma, looking after my mom, losing a shit ton of money. Let's not even talk about the money. That's another episode, talk about money. And just a bunch of other things. I really did think that 28 shaped me a lot. And I feel so much more fulfilled now that I'm 29. Like, I'm not scared of turning 30. I'm so excited to be 30, because I know I'm going to be that girl. I'm going to be the baddest bee in town at 30, because I've gone through so much that I really, there's just nothing that can defeat me. I am the final boss. It's just me versus me now. Only I can defeat myself. That's really how I feel about it. But despite the hardships, I had a lot of wins. Like, my DJ career took off. I went to Ibiza for the first time. You know, I went viral for the first time on the interwebs. Wow, so many good things have happened. It's just been trying to find the balance of it all. And you know that I'm a Libra, right? So balance is the one thing that I am good at sometimes. We will be working on that. But if you have been following me online for some time, if you're following me on Insta, if you've been subscribed to me on YouTube, firstly, if you have been subscribed to me on YouTube for many years, then you are a real one. I'm gonna give you a round of applause, because Miss Madame, me, I've not been inconsistent. I've not been feeding the system. I've not been feeding the algorithm and giving you the content that you deserve. I've not been giving you what you need. You know, you've been subscribed to me and I've given you nothing. But that's here to change. But if you're following me on Instagram, I am a lot more consistent on Instagram, and you should follow me because I am on the road to 10K. I'm on the road to 10,000 followers. So if you want to support a sis, then head on over to my Instagram at Annamarie Descartes. It's pronounced Descartes, but if I say that, not many people will understand that. So Annamarie Descartes, that's how it's spelled. And help me get to 7,000 followers. Woohoo! But yeah, if you haven't followed me on the internet, then you know that I am a host, I am a DJ, I'm an entrepreneurial, multifaceted babe. Yeah. And I've been doing it for a while. We are coming up, 2024 will be my 8th year as a content creator, as a host, as just someone, like as a media personality, really. And 8 years is a long bloody time. It's a long goddamn time. And I'm just not satisfied. In my pre-birthday evaluation, I was like, Annamarie, you've been on the internet for all this time and you have 300 YouTube subscribers. 300. And it's great because there's still 300 people who have clicked subscribe, but it's also like you could be so much more ahead. You could be so much further and doing so much. And there's so much that I want to do in my career. And I'm just like, what are you doing? You're just sitting around doing niche. And I really am sick of myself. Like, if I could just, like, every day, I feel like my own parent. And I think that's another episode that we will talk about, like becoming your own parent when you are an adult. I'm just dragging myself through life a lot of the time. I'm really just forcing myself to get things done. It's a good thing and it's a bad thing. But yeah, it's just a bloody long time to just not be at the level that I aspire, or the visions that I have for myself. And you know, I'm a very ambitious babe, got a lot going on, but I just haven't really been able to balance again and be consistent and do the right things at the right time and stay on track and all these things, which is why we're getting it sorted today. Yeah, the main things that I need to get together is my consistency in terms of my work, showing up online or whatever it is that I'm investing in, being consistent in that and being a boss and just rolling with it, doing what I'm supposed to do. Being stable. I don't mean mentally unstable. Maybe I am mentally unstable, who knows? But I mean financially stable as a freelance creative. When you're chasing invoices all the goddamn time, you gotta fight people via emails. Hello, my invoices due. Do you know how many emails this year I've had to send to people? I've had to cuss out because they've not been paying my invoices on time. This is stress that I do not need. But yet, every month, it's the same damn situation. And that's something that really has to go, because I'm trying to be in my feminine energy, you know? Isn't that's the thing now? Like, we're all in our divine feminine energy, we're all resting in our softness and soft life, and chasing invoice is not something that I particularly enjoy doing, because then I get angry and then I have to cuss people out. I have to go and Google and find their personal email addresses and their phone lines and call them to say, where's my money? Where's my bloody money?
Where's my money? You gonna give me my money? Where's my money, man?
I'm over it, and I don't want to do that anymore. And lastly, the one thing that I want to change is my performance. I've definitely been underperforming. I think I am booked and busy. In the real world, I do still have a lot of clients. I do still get a lot of gigs, and now that I DJ, I'm out all the time. But the true bag is here. Online, connecting with my community, building with community, sharing my story, and giving other people a platform to share their stories too. That's really why I started this whole thing, because I wanted a platform to be able to give other people a platform, and I wanted to be fun and look cute and fabulous while doing so. Yeah, this next chapter will be about conquering all of that. So we're on this journey together. I know if you've clicked on this, you probably want to get your ish together too. It's very complicated. It's actually not that complicated. It's just you versus you. Like, you have to be the final boss in your life and face yourself every single day. Make the right decisions. Are you going to show up today? Are you going to send those emails? Are you going to go to the gym? Are you going to eat McDonald's for the 4th time this week? Or are you not? It's totally up to you, right? You are the only one in the driver's seat, and you have to make those important decisions. So I'm going to give you a few pointers that I am implementing into my life that you can implement into your life, so we can all get our ish together. You feel me? Okay, first step for any situation is you need to identify the problem. What's going wrong? What are you not doing? Huh, Margaret? What are you not doing? What is the issue? What's holding you back? What are you unhappy about? What are you angry about? You need to know that. You need to know why you are a piece of shit. Because I'm sorry. You need to know. Because a lot of people, the number one thing, just navigating life and being in the entertainment industry, and I meet so many people are not self-aware. And self-awareness is like the number one gem that you can have. Knowing yourself, knowing thyself. And I say this to people all the time, know thyself. Because when you know yourself, you can never fall. You can never be faltered by anything or anybody. Nobody can tell you nothing, because you know yourself, right? You know your goods, you know your bads, and you work on them as you navigate through life. You meet so many people, and it's a maturity thing. So the older you get, the more self-aware you become, the more comfortable you become with yourself. A lot of people don't have that, and they're just chatting shit, man. It's jarring. They just do nonsense. They might hurt you, and they're unaware. They're just unaccountable. Oh, I've dealt with some people, and we will be spilling all the tea in this show. That's why it's called AM to PM. There's so much. There's so much to cover. I really will be spilling the tea. You ultimately need to know what's going wrong in your life, because nobody can solve it for you. As an adult, everybody is so busy. This is a hard lesson that people will learn. People are not going to solve your problems. People will be there. They might hold your hand while you solve the problem, but you have to be able to solve the problem yourself, girl. So what's the issue? What's going wrong? And what would you like to change? You identify that first. So for me, it was knowing that, I'm not making as much money as I like to. I'm not as further as ahead in my career as I would like to be. Why is that? Because I'm inconsistent, as I'm unstable, and I'm underperforming. Write it down. Listen, get yourself one of these. It's a chicken salad. It's a notebook. Get yourself a notebook. Or if you've got a notes app on your phone, use your laptop, something. Write something down. This is how I communicate with myself and understand my thoughts. I'm a thinker. I'm always in my brain. So get yourself something where you can take it out of your head and onto paper, and you can evaluate it yourself. If you can't do that, get yourself a therapist or a mentor, somebody that you can talk to. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Next. You need to identify where you want to be. Like, once you solve this problem, what's the goal? What do you want to do with that? So let's say, okay, mine is I'm inconsistent. Now, once I change my consistency, once I build a proper plan and I start showing up and doing the things that I said I was going to do, what do I want? Well, I want 10,000 subscribers. I want 10,000 Instagram followers. That's what I want, goddamn. Is it monetary? Is it a feeling? Feeling is also good. Do you want to feel good? Is it a feeling? Is it monetary value? Is it just to just feel more confident in your life? What is it that you want? What is it that you want? Like, once you fix this issue, you've identified this issue, what do you want that to look like? Maybe it's, okay, you want to feel more fit. You want to feel more healthy. You want to spend more time with your friends. I don't know your life. Only you know your life. Your life. Identify the goal. Okay? So first, fix the problem. First, identify the problem. Then identify the goal. Thirdly, talk about it. Ask for help. Chat to your friends. Let people know that this is what you're on. And I know, like, people say don't talk about things prematurely. Like, don't speak too soon, especially if you're like a big manifester. If you're a manifester and if you're a spiritual person, it's best just keep things to yourself. And yes, I absolutely believe that. Keep things to yourself, because bad man is real. Evil eye is real. You might say something to somebody. I want to do this. Why do you want to do that? Why do you want to do that? You can't do that. You don't need that energy in your life. I mean, if you're working towards a small goal, talk to people about it. I was just having a conversation with my older cousin literally yesterday, and I was talking to him about this exact thing, like my career, because he's really been like one of my supporters in my journey and helped me build my own talk show and always showing up for me. And he just gave me some good advice. Me just explaining to him like what I'm planning to do next, gave me business advice, gave me life advice, personal tips. And the main one thing that he did say a lot was consistency. You gotta keep showing up, and you can't be afraid to look like an idiot. So now that I know this, and he knows that this is what I'm on, he's gonna be there to support me always if I need that. And you know what? A lot of time, I know a lot of people can't confide in family. Family might not be the best option for you. Do you have a friend? Do you have a mentor? Do you have like a teacher, somebody that you work with that you can really, really trust, that you can just speak to about it? And I'm not saying you're looking for advice. You don't need to like ask for advice. Just put it out there and see what people say. Like, if you do actually need help, if it's something that you're trying to build and you need the help with, then absolutely ask for help. But more time, just sprinkle it out there and see what responses like people give you. Maybe ask them their own opinion. People love to talk about themselves, Ask them how they've gone from doing this, whatever. It depends on your life. How they've gone from doing this. How did they build this? How did they get this job? How did they do that? Ask people questions. And surely you should find your answer. And people will be willing to support. Always willing to support. Be patient and reward yourself. This is key. So many people don't know how to give themselves grace, A lot of people kick themselves while they are down, and that's a trauma response. Only you know where that comes from, but majority of the time it stems from childhood and how your parents raised you or how your parents didn't raise you. So you often beat yourself up even more when you are down or when you're not performing either like at the rate that you think you should be, when you should be your number one cheerleader. Listen, like I said earlier, you become your parent. As you grow further into adulthood, you are the one who has to look after yourself. You have to raise yourself and continuously drag yourself through life and baby the inner child that's in you. if you are not supporting yourself, if you are constantly talking down on yourself, if you hate yourself, you're going to be miserable. And it's just going to hold you back even further. You need to be patient with growth, with changing things. There are so many times that I've started things and stopped them and picked it back up and gone again. Do you know how many times I've recorded this episode? I've recorded this episode, like this is my third time recording this. And it's not because the other 2 times were rubbish. It's just that I didn't feel it. I didn't enjoy it. It didn't feel authentic to me. I felt like I was trying to do what I saw online. But this right here, I feel like this is great. And it's taken me time to like refine it, fine tune it, and get to where we are today, where you can see me in all my glory. Do you like this outfit, by the way? It's Fenty. This is Savage X Fenty Bustier. Or corset. No, I think it's a corset. It's fabulous. And I go in a little pink skirt. I am giving you life right now. If you're listening on audio platforms, you need to head over to the YouTube so you can see the beauty. Honey, I'm giving them. Anyways, that's not the point. The point is you need to give yourself time to grow. Same like as a child, as a baby. You don't force a baby to learn how to use a knife and fork. You gotta give them time because they don't know how to use their limbs. They're just born. What? You gotta give them time. Over time they get stronger, and then before you know it, they can feed themselves, and then they are fucking up your shit and ruining your life. Little kids. These children, oh my god. You kind of have to just treat yourself like a baby. Like for me, this consistency thing has always been a problem in my life. From like secondary school, I was doing stupidness. I was always doing essays late. In university, essays late. In life, job applications late. Everything late, or just like doing things half-heartedly. So now I have to break that cycle. I have to now teach myself how to do things early, or do things on time at least, and how to stay in flow and perform every single week like this. As much as this is a brand new show and this is fantabulous, like you are holding me to this. Like this is a commitment to you. As much as it is a commitment to myself, it's a commitment to you, the audience, because I know that somebody out there needs this. And I also need it too. So I can get my shit together. Hey. But while you're doing that, there are gonna be moments where you just don't feel like, you know, doing what you're supposed to be doing. So if it's like a fitness thing for you and you're trying to go to the gym 3 times a week, there's gonna be a day where you don't want to feel like going to the gym. But are you gonna allow your feelings to stop you from achieving your goals? You just gotta keep trying. And then when you do achieve it, when you do show up at the gym, or when you do post weekly YouTube videos, or I don't know, give yourself a little treat. I'm a big believer on treating yourself. I am the queen of enjoyment. I love enjoying my life in the smallest of ways. So when I put this video out, I'm not going to treat myself just yet because I don't want to get ahead of myself. But once I get to my 4th video, maybe my 5th video, I'm going to take myself on a little shopping spree. Yeah, I'm going to buy myself something nice. Maybe I'll do an upgrade. I don't know. Maybe I'll invest back into the podcast. Who knows? But you deserve those rewards. You shouldn't punish yourself. I know it's hard because it feels like you are dragging yourself through life doing something that you're essentially have been incapable of doing. But just giving yourself the little reward, like reminding yourself, like, well done, you did that. Well done, you got out of bed this morning. Well done, you sent 50 cold emails today. Here's a sweetie. It's not a sweetie. I was actually eating some sweets earlier. I got some Skittle Chits. Anyways, I wanted to keep this first episode bright and brief because this is an introduction. This is just a foreplay into the series and the world that is AM to PM. You can submit your dilemmas to me. Ask Anna will be a part of this. So follow me on the gram and you can submit your questions to me. I will post a box on my story. Or you can send me an email at annasbangers@gmail.com. Send me an email with your dilemmas. Ask Anna, your internet big sis. We'll be answering all the questions and giving you the tea. And I want to get some guests on. Oh, some guests. Oh, it's going to be so saucy, so sexy. And I am very much looking forward to seeing how the show progresses. So we are on the road to 10,000 Instagram followers and 1,000 YouTube subscribers, because we've got to be realistic here, okay? And then once we hit that, we'll change the goalpost. I also have a Patreon where this extended episode will be available for you to listen to. So head on over to patreon.com/AnnaBD. And sometimes I'm just so animated and I don't understand who I am. But there are multiple ways that you can support your girl and join me on this journey. So, in conclusion, we are getting our ish together, okay? Sisters and brothers, whoever is out there listening to this. We are getting our ish together by 1, identifying our trashness, okay? Where are you messing up? What needs to change? 2, setting some goals. When you do change the thing, what would you like to see happen, right? 3, talking to people and asking for help. There ain't no shame in asking for a hand. Ain't no shame in asking for some support or whatever. Talk to somebody. Get somebody on your side who's going to remind you, pick you up when you are down. And number 4, be patient and reward yourself. Treat yourself. Love yourself. Right? Take time. Good things take time. You're not like Iron Man or something like that. You're not a superhero. You just take time. Okay? Results will come slowly but surely if you work hard at it. Okay, I'm gonna leave this here. And we are going to get into the extended episode. Make sure to hit like, subscribe, leave me a comment, give me a follow. And let me know how pretty I look. And I will see you in the next one. Ta-ra!